The pathological narcissist. We have been looking into the subject matter. It caught my attention because I'm interested in human relationships. All my life, I pay close attention. I'm 5 planets in Libra, and so I'm observing this firsthand. Certain kind of frequencies. Really, I see it as vibrational frequencies for sure. There's a certain kind of just patterning. You notice patterning. This is what psychologists and psychiatrists are interested in. It's a pseudoscience. Otherwise, you're not looking at anything. In other words, there isn't a bit of solid truth that you can pick up and say, well, here's the mind and here's why it's happening. No, you look at patterning, and then you start talking to the people about the history. Where do they come from? And it's just a painstaking bunch of fucking statistics that has been slapped together. We are making some amount of leeway, if not just exposing this patterning, and yeah, there's a problem coming out of it. That more and more we're going to be able to communicate more and more. We weren't able to articulate it like what I'm coming up with now. It's just like we've already come up with it. It's in the Bible. It's in the Bible. It's in the Babel. Really, be careful of that fucking babble, man. Um, it's hard to tell who is who, but now we talk about the pathological narcissist. Everybody is a narcissist. Everybody has a human mind to manage, and the difference between the one that is pathological and the one that's not is that they have their mind under you could say it's just under observation, but the real um, term is in spirituality really is just in Buddhism is mindfulness. You know that puppy is there, and then you know there's a whole other realm that it it can be enhanced. Your mind can be enhanced by this whole other realm, which reality. That's what you experience now. Complete diametric opposite than the nature of your mind. We're talking about the nature of things, and there's a way to Buddhism is a way to explain is just a conversation between two people. Somebody is bothering to open up the can of worms and start explaining the nature of the mind versus the nature of reality. I like that there's a verses in there. It's like, what's verses mean? Are they really against each other? Oh. Um, the mind is against reality at all costs if it's not observed correctly. Reality can care less either way. That's just the nature of the two. The reality isn't obligated either way. This is something that some people won't understand, and it's the same as saying God or the universe. Whatever, you're gonna you either focus on your mind, which is a dark zone compared to me, as far as reality is concerned. God, just an experience that I'm just a blonde girl talking near 4 minutes now, and I'll tell you that the nature of reality is just now, 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 now. Woo! You ever meet a musician, babe? Have you ever met? You don't even know that I'm a really good musician. You don't even know that part of the reason why I'm going fucking apeshit crazy is because I'm not around people who knows that I'm a musician, who I can pull them into this now. And it's just nobody's got time for now. It's always something else they're running for. Boy, they're getting up at fucking 4:30 in the morning to get to some place that I know is just always going to be now. And you can forethought too as a musician. I was just going to say, do you know any good musicians? If they're good, they're forethoughting. They know how to forethought. They're not stuck in a memory. There is a way to use your mind, and that is to forethought. Reality is the same way. Now, now. Oh man, you fucking people. I don't like how outcasted I become because I am what I am, and that's all that I am. And I'm not going to change. I'm sorry. It's just, I can't go back. I'm nearing 50. I'm nearing 50 years old, and I can't play the game of setting myself aside. Not even to wash your windows. I love you, and I would wash your windows if there was a more reciprocating fucking respect going on. But because you don't like to wash windows, and you see that I can make fun out of it, and I don't know. I'm just a lonely person by now. I would love to get out of this fucking loveless zone. It's not me, babes. I am surrounded, like I said, there's a video there. I'm surrounded, I've been outcasted by, and I'm hanging on to people who conduct miserably toxic relationships. Yes, they are involved with their marriages and their facade, even their kids. And and I've been outcasted by these people because they're just so much more together and doing things. It's like, man, what are you guys doing? What do you have between you besides for this fucking toxic fucking air? That somebody like me, babes, it's just, I'm sorry that you can't find respect. You are just full of projections. Maybe I just know better. Maybe I'm one of the few that says maybe I shouldn't be in a relationship because it would become toxic. How about that? You guys are just forcing fucking square pegs through round holes, and it's looking like abuse from here. We're like, ah. And meantime, I'm being abused, but you're doing it just right. I'm sorry for making the mistake. It's good to clear that up, isn't it? Just, hey, I'm not perfect, babes. But I have a sense of humor. And that's a sign of being a little healthier than the person who's stiffened up and goes, and who maintains that toxic relationship right in front of my face. Hey, I like that I can leave from here, and I don't like that you can't. That's why I'm kind of going to flip on you eventually, because you're not looking at something that eventually people are going to be like, oh, I see. You're crazy. Okay, bye. And unfortunately, somebody like me, I get that end of the stick. You people are a fucking, the classic bullying, fucking, safety in numbers is what it is. You live in fear. You couldn't push down this, babe. I'm mourning. I'm mourning of the letting go of society. Any way that I could possibly, not right now. It's not going to happen for me now. I might do something over social media that is more condensed, that gets me attention. That of course I want monetary gain, but I'm going to establish real. I will be able to hold together when Pluto goes in Aquarius and stays there. A train of thought, because right now Pluto on my Mercury, shredded. I know some other people in my personal life, they have the same degrees as Mercury, and they are doing the shred scene too. It's gonna pass, and I am just innocent knowing that I can't be around people that don't have an edge like that and just say, hey, it's gonna pass. Instead, they won't let you change. They won't even let themselves change.